In today's video, you're going to see me drive my car, fix my car, almost blow up my car, and drive the car again. Should be a fun time, right? Let's see how it goes. Everyone has their own pet peeves, but one of mine is rubbing. And we all know fitment is a hard game to play and tough to get right. And my ultimate goal with this car is to make it as low as possible. So I gotta work this out. One of the cooler things about the Honda S2000 is you actually have the ability to give negative 2.5 degrees of camber in the front off of the stock setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot. So come along with me today as I try something I've never done before, and that's give a bit of camber to my S2000. As I had mentioned at the start of the video, there is a way to give your Honda S2000 2.5 degrees of negative camber with the stock lower control arm. In order to do that, you have to take off the wheel and find the eccentric bolts on your lower control arm, which is what I'm doing right now. So if you're looking at the underside of the front right, you've got the camber adjuster right here, and you can see it's got the degrees marked right here. I'm gonna go ahead and completely crank this thing to max out at 2.5. You can see that the bolt, after moving it clockwise, is lower and further away from the car, and therefore pulling out the lower control arm to give me more negative camber. Before going any further with the process, I went and put a few nuts on the wheel, tightened it down, wanted to see if we can actually see that negative camber in action. So let's check out the side that I just adjusted. Here is looking directly flush right there with the fender. As you'll see, we do have that angle. It's slimmer at the top and gets bigger at the bottom. Come to the other side and look how it was before. On this side, you see a lot more poke. So we'll go ahead and get this adjusted soon. While I was at it, I decided to drop the car a few more rings on my suspension. Because after all, we're trying to make this thing low. So let's see how low we can go. Off of first glance, we're already looking much, much better right now. All right, the next thing we need to do today is talk about this issue. This portion of the rear plastic bumper has been rubbing on the tires despite even relocating the bumper tab earlier. Now in reality, I literally could just let the tire do all of the dirty work itself, but these little streaks are kind of making me mad. So I'm gonna go ahead right now. I'm gonna take an X-Acto knife and we'll cut away at this to shave it off cleanly. I got this crazy file that was handed down to me from my great grandfather. I figured this is time to put it to work. It's 99 degrees going on 100. I'm absolutely cooking. It don't help that I'm wearing all black, and you guys probably notice I wear similar things every time I go out and work on cars. It's because it's so hot here. I just keep my dirty shirts. I wear swim shorts. I hop in the pool or just get wet right afterwards, man, because it's freaking cooking. I also got the gas light in my car, so I ain't going far, but there's a big bump at the start of the road. I want to go ahead and test it out. I want to see if we actually made a difference with our camber in the front. There they are coming up. Moment of truth. Ooh, so far clean. No rub there. Nice. Look at how bad and bumpy this road is. This is me holding the camera in my hand. You can see the shake and the up and down movements. If there's gonna be a time that it rubs, it's here, I'll tell you that much. And so far, so good. Let's go. All fired up. If this is a no rub solution on the stock eccentric adjustable camber, I'd be so fired up. As you can see by this little trail of rubber, I've cleaned the sides of the rear tires and the fronts of their yellow markings, so that way I can test and see if the issue is still persisting and there's any more rubbing in the future. The day was really looking good until problems struck. Dang. The engine began to misfire, so, well, I started digging into the engine to figure out what was going on. So here are our current plugs. You can see they're actually very old, as well as this here coil is a mix match of the others. And it's looking, I mean, I know it's got this kind of like electro grease in there, but even just the location of the coil itself looks different. So hopefully that's the case. Had to get crafty here. Ain't no more losing sockets down there. Okay, just got the coils and plugs back in. Same coils we had before, new plugs. Let's hope this is the answer. Come on, pal. Nope, certainly not the answer. My device now says cylinder 1 misfire. So let's go ahead and check the new coil. This is the existing coil. You can see it's seen better days. It's a random brand. The other ones here are Denso, which is OEM. The one I'm putting in is a Duralast. I'm using this just as a band-aid for now until I can order some more Densos to match the rest. Okay, real moment of truth. Ooh, that's smooth. Oh, that's very smooth right now. I'm gonna let it warm up and then we'll give it a couple blips of throttle. Look at that. That's smooth again. That's very smooth. So far, so good. Let's go. Just testing it out right now. Woo! Let's go. We're back. All good to go. That fixed it. Tell you what, I was pretty worried that that could have been far worse. Luckily, it was just a coil, and I got some new spark plugs in at the same time, so I'm pretty stoked on that. Without further ado, let's continue the actual video right now. Finally, we are back up and going again. Yesterday turned out to be a much more ridiculous night than I would have thought it would turn out to be. I figured I was just gonna go get my car lowered and be on my way to enjoying a nice evening drive. But right as I started up the car, I got the flashing check engine light. And for those of you who aren't in the world of Honda, when a Honda has a flashing check engine light, that usually means that you gotta park your car right then and there, turn it off, get it towed, because it's misfiring in some way or another. There's some sort of catastrophic engine issue. I don't know the whole flashing, I don't know the whole array of flashing check engine light codes for S2000, but I know if you've got one, it's not good. So I got very lucky being that my check engine light went off when I was still at home. That really saved me a lot of hassle because I probably would have had to get it towed had I been further away. The car was actually misfiring pretty bad. I'm not sure if you could hear or see it in the video from last night, but the car was literally shaking. I could feel it on the idle. I could feel it on little blips of the gas, and I didn't even like pulling it just 10 feet back into the garage. So that was a bummer, but we got it sorted out. It was a coil, and oh yeah, nice straight. It was an ignition coil, and I had always noticed a kind of weird idle here and there, a little bit of bog when the car was at very low RPMs, and actually it's completely gone now. So that's cool to see that the ignition coil was the initial issue this whole entire time. It had to be replaced. It was mixed matched with the others. So I went ahead, put the new coil in, and it's running great so far. So very grateful of that, obviously. And so far so good on the rub. We went with 2.5 degrees, which is the max you can do on a stock S2000. And the truth is that Sure, my alignment's not going to be perfect anymore as it was before I did this. So if you're looking for the perfect alignment solution to adding negative camber to your S2000, this won't be it. This is more for someone like me who I just needed to solve the rub issue. So I needed a quick solution, and I wanted to give this a shot before going out and buying aftermarket ball joints or whatever it might take to actually make it stop rubbing. For me, I got lucky. This was a solution to my problem, and in my opinion, my car still drives straight, it still brakes straight, so we're pretty good. It might not be the perfect alignment. I'll probably end up taking it somewhere down the road, but for now, I'm pretty stoked with how it turned out. Thanks for coming along the journey today, everybody. That is me officially lowering my car more, getting rid of the rub, hitting some roadblocks, and recovering. If you're a long-term viewer, you already know what I'm gonna say at this point. Really appreciate you for stopping by as always. You mean the world to me, pal. Now you keep it mellow and have a great day.